All right, guys, we have a special guest today. We have Ron. How's it going, Ron?
Great.
All right, Ron, we're going to do some fun stuff today. Ron has sold us an alpha starter deck and a booster pack given to him by Peter Adkison, his friend at Boeing. They work together. And before we begin this video, it's a long-winded video. We're going to meet with Peter here, have lunch. We're going to verify it. Look at this. Here we go. Blast from the past. Richard and Peter. This is awesome. All right, so I want to show this booster pack because I'm not going to do this again because we're going to get this thing sealed up and do some really cool stuff. This is the booster pack itself. I want to show you guys just that it is alpha. That is the alpha corners, and then if you line up a card that's like a normal Magic card these days, and boom. Notice very carefully, obviously, that the alpha is way more rounded and the beta is not as rounded. All right, Ron, you excited to share a little bit of story here?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the video. All right, guys, and we're back. It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com, and we're here with Ron. How's it going, Ron?
Doing great today.
All right. Exciting day, guys. So, as I said in the intro, this is an alpha starter deck. Yep, alpha, guys. These are very, 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 very valuable. And Ron, why don't you tell us about how the heck you got this thing and the booster pack here?
Well, I worked with Peter Adkison at Boeing for a number of years. We worked on the same program, and Peter was doing some modeling software, and he started this business. And he went over to Europe to pick up the first printing of the cards, and came back, and he was walking up the stairs at Boeing, and we said each hello, and he handed me that booster pack and the starter set. And I've held on to them all these years, and it had been advised these could be worth something one day. And my grandson got interested in Pokemon, but he's since outgrown that. He's 19 years old now. And I told him that I would give these to him one day. Well, as I saw the price of these going up on the web, I decided, well, maybe I better lock in some profits, and so that's why when I investigated this, and Peter suggested Daniel as a good point to sell these.
Peter, thank you, Peter. Thank you so much. God, Peter's such a good guy.
He is. So
you messaged Peter while you were investigating.
Yes.
And Peter messaged you back and
yeah, and we're going to have lunch today. It'll be the first time I've seen Peter probably in 20 plus years.
Right.
So it'll be a really interesting meeting.
Now, were you guys in different departments at Boeing?
We worked on a program that probably had a couple hundred people. We worked in the same area, in the same building.
Right. So
it wasn't like we were in different departments. He was doing modeling software, and I was doing systems design for a new launch vehicle. And
why did he? Okay, so the transaction of just giving it to you, just as friends and stuff. How that go about? He just walked by you.
We just walked by me. He was bringing them in to probably share with other people on our program, and I don't remember exactly how many he had. If he had more than whatever.
Oh, you probably had like hundreds.
He may have had one of those couple of those boxes. I don't know how the original printing was delivered to him. As packs or in boxes, sets, or whatever.
And he just So give me the blast from the past. You just basically he's going by your cubicle. Are you at lunch?
Up the stairs in the building.
Up the stairs, and he goes, "Go ahead." So what does he say?
It's been almost 30 years, so I really can't remember the specific words.
Right.
But I remember he told me that he was coming back from getting the first printing. I don't know, it was Amsterdam or Netherlands or where it was.
Belgium is where they're. Yep.
And he said, I just got back from getting these, and here. And he handed it to me, gave it to me as a gift.
This was what year?
93, I got to believe.
Right, 90. Yeah,
he came back from that. He had flown over there and had just arrived back in Seattle.
Right. And here we go, guys. Here's a nice letter that Ron wrote for us without his information on the bottom. Look at that. Work with him in Kent. Oh, Boeing was in Kent by that time, right?
Oh, they'd been in Kent since 62.
Do they have one now in what do you call it? Renton and.
Well, Renton was the first one.
Right.
Boeing Field, and Everett then came in when they built the 747.
Right.
And the Kent Space Center was built in 1962 when they won the Saturn 1C booster program. And they've downsized it over the years since we bought McDonnell Douglas and kind of moved the space business out of Seattle area.
Now you're retired now. What are you doing to enjoy all this? What are you doing?
A lot of golf.
Okay.
And we have a condo in Hawaii, so I travel in Maui, so I travel over there.
Yes, aloha.
And and we got an RV, so I travel around the United States some.
Right.
But we're kind of settling down where it's Mount Vernon or Maui now.
Yeah, just relax. I live in Kona also, so I get it. You just kind of slow it down and enjoy life. We talked about a minute ago. You said you were offered maybe to buy into the company. Remember that? You were saying like 20. Tell me about that.
My recollection is that they were putting the paperwork together to incorporate, and John Jordan, a fellow employee who was a director of the company when this transaction occurred.
Okay.
And
John Jordan.
There was a possibility for $25,000 investments. And I didn't have the money at that time to invest in some long-term investment that I really wasn't that familiar with. And so I bypassed that opportunity, but a number of our fellow employees did.
Wow.
And when they sold out to Hasbro, was it?
Right. For like $300 million.
Yeah. I believe some of my associates were getting $300,000 plus, but I don't have the facts on that.
Right. That's exactly what happened. I think I forgot the stock exact price, but it was insane, like $1,000 a share at one point.
Right. I don't know what, 25,000 on the initial.
Oh, 25,000 probably got you. Yeah, Peter would tell you about 300,000, 400,000. That's I know. But you did pretty well on the starter deck and the booster pack, so we're not going to cry.
I'm not crying.
Yeah. Did you ever have interest in the game, and were you ever shared that?
The only game. I never have been a gamer. I mean, in younger years, in my 20s, I played that war game, the map around the world where you move your armies around.
Oh, Risk or
maybe it was Risk. And when Pokemon came out, I made the mistake of signing up for Pokemon and driving around trying to find tokens, and that's dangerous. And that's probably my experience in gaming.
Right.
My grandson really got into Pokemon when it came out,
right.
And that's how I decided I would gift these to him.
Right. Well, so I want to really thank you again for the time, and again, thank you, Peter. We're going to see Peter here. We're going to go to a Pike Place Market, have lunch at Matt's. Never been there. Seems like a nice little spot on the water. Look forward to doing a little reunion, have a little fun. But we're also going to do a sealing of the deck and stuff. So what we're going to do, it's kind of unique, is my client is pretty, wants the provenance to be intact. So as you guys know, there's this acrylic case for the booster pack, and also the starter deck has this nice case, and there's this tape, a seal. So what happens is the seal will just we'll get on camera for Peter to make the seal, and then Peter will write a handwritten COA just saying that the number of the sticker is what it is today, and it's sealed by him. And I think that's kind of, is that kind of interesting? But it actually makes a lot of sense because I think the problem here is in the community and stuff. There, I don't know if you've seen this, but there was this guy named Logan Paul. He bought a Pokemon case of a box with 6 Pokemon first editions, and it's like $3 million or something insane. And so basically, he opened it up. It was sealed by a professional company called BBC, Baseball Card Exchange, and they do a lot of high-end baseball card and resealing to kind of make sure that they're legit. Well, the thing is, they opened it up, and they opened the box up and everything. One of the boxes. You know what there was inside there, Ron? G.I. Joe card. I'm not kidding. G.I. Joe cards. And that's the problem, is that the case that they got it from with the 6 boxes, the story was like it was resold, and this person was kind of like, oh, I got it from, this kind of whatever. The story is what matters, right? The provenance. And I always say in business, if it smells like a rat, it's a rat. So I feel like, the fact that you're so willing to share it. Obviously, put your name out there. We did a wire transfer a minute ago, get it all done. We're at Charles Schwab in Seattle. It's just like, this is what I'm telling people, right? If the people you buy stuff from are trying to scam you or screw you, they're not meeting you in camera like this.
Right.
Correct, Ron?
Right.
I mean, you know how it is. You get emails from people, hey, wire transferring this money from emails. That's fake, always. So I think it's that's why we're doing this, but it's also more importantly, is I mean, I could tell already, right? I could tell the story is authentic just by doing this for so many years. But obviously seeing the items and, you know, authenticating myself, it just is so cool. And one last thing. If you, what if you, like back in the day, $25,000, tell people, like, is that a lot of money back in 93 to invest in something?
Well, back then I didn't have $25,000 liquid that I could move. Everything was in
Cash
my 401k and real estate.
Got it. And you didn't want to transfer that and put it into a card game.
Well, I can't. At my age, I couldn't have taken money out of my 401k without a 10% penalty.
Right.
In addition to the tax liability.
Right. But some people actually do that. They actually transfer their monies and make that investment to companies. But I think what it is 93, the cash amount, right? It was so different than today. $25,000 in 1993 was so different than, I think you could buy like how much for houses?
Well, even today, I have a friend that's starting a brewery, and there's an opportunity for a $25,000 investment.
Right.
But I think it'd be 10 years before I'd get money out of it, and I'd have to take the money out of an IRA and increase my taxes. I've already got taxes on this. Correct. So anyway, I'm happy with where I'm at.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those, I always want to ask kind of back in the day questions. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, enjoy the video. Thanks again, Ron. We'll see you here in a second.
Okay.
All right, so this is the video proving that this is an alpha pack, booster pack. You'll notice that this card right here is a nice original, the magic card back is the Summer Magic card. It's just a regular back. But notice that the alpha is more, a little bit more round. So when I take this out of the pack, or when I just take this down, you'll notice that it's more round. There we go. All right, we're gonna get this sealed up with Peter, and we should be good to go. All right, so here is a better angle of the video. This is the Alpha Booster Pack, and you notice how it's very round. And then here is this Summer Magic card, randomly I have. And you'll notice that the corner is much tighter like the Magic cards do. So what happens is when you line it right up to it, it'll go to past it instantly. It's pretty cool. All right, unsearched, beautiful. All right, we're at Pike Place Market with Ron. We're gonna have lunch with Peter Adkison. It's gonna be awesome. Matt's in the market. I don't think I've ever been here now I think about it. Peter's sitting already. Just walk straight. There he is.
It's going great. It's been a long time. Probably since 93.
That sounds about right.
We did have a dinner at your house one time.
Yeah.
A little fuzzy on the location.
I'm fuzzy on all.
All right, guys, before we do the video part of the awesome tale, this alpha stuff, this Matt's on Pikers is absolutely amazing.
That's in the market.
Mark's in the market. That's on the market. You guys gotta come here, check it out. But reservations only, right, Peter?
No, that's not true. I would certainly get a reservation during lunchtime. Right. So we came right on sale lunchtime. We would have been fine.
The oxtail there.
So I'm talking about
Ramen.
Oh, ramen.
So no, anyway, so I'm
Beautiful.
managing the.
All right, guys. Hey, Ron, thanks again, man.
Thank you,
really
Dan.
appreciate you.
I really appreciate your business.
Guys, it's really awesome. If you guys, again, have anything for sale, have any questions on authenticity, whatever, thanks, Ron. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate Peter and Ron. It means a lot to me. Supports our family. I just love seeing the history and the knowledge. And I mean, seriously, guys, I would have the amount of people that Peter and Richard touch, right, in Magic. I was telling Peter, like, It's incredible.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
He
Create an industry.
created a legacy, a wealth, a game, just memories for the rest of. I mean, I think this is going to be lasting forever. It's awesome.
Yeah, probably should have held on to it.
Yeah, but it's okay. In the end, it was all about the memories, and we got it going.
For the next generation.
That's right. All right, guys. Thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Ron.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, it's me, Daniel with VintageMagic.com. I want to share with you more about how we handle consignments. So to begin the consignment process, we actually need to start with the consultation service. In this consultation, I will determine what you're looking to do. And generally, consigners usually tell me, hey Dan, I'm looking to sell my items and maximize the value of their collection. After we determine through the consultation, I usually like to do an appraisal process. And an appraisal process in terms of a consignment is more fitted towards authenticity and valuation for current market values. From there, after a contract is crafted and signed, we will then receive the items from you. The reason why our consignment process is very thorough is we also identify cards that could be graded so then they can maximize higher dollar values. So the payment process is very simple. Once we have sold your items, you'll get an updated ledger and we will process payment for whatever form of payment you need. As a consignor, you're gonna experience our white glove service. What that means is I'm gonna personally handle your collectibles from beginning to end. And rest assured, the client that purchases your collectibles will also receive the same white glove service. It's a signature service that I really pride myself on in working closely with my clients.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.